Welcome to Perspective Shift, the podcast where we dive into ideas that challenge the way we see ourselves and the world. I'm your host, Leroy Glover, and today we're exploring a concept that, as profound as it is universal, the looking glass self. Have you ever felt like someone's opinion, or often even just your perception of their opinion, completely shape how you see yourself? By the end of this episode, you'll not only understand why that happens, but also learn how to take back control and build a stronger, more authentic self-image. Let's start with the basics. The looking glass self was introduced by sociologist Charles Horton Cooley, and it's all about how we see ourselves through the imagined eye of others. Now, here's the key word, imagined. It's not necessarily how people actually see us. It's how we think they do. Here's how it works step by step. We imagine how we appear to others. Are they noticing our confidence, our flaws, our energy? We interpret their reaction. That smile, was it approval or just politeness? That silence, was it awe or boredom? We form feelings about ourselves based on these interpretations: pride, embarrassment, confidence, insecurities. Now, for example, picture yourself giving a presentation at work. You see someone frown, and suddenly you think, they hate my ideas. That assumption might rattle you and rattle your confidence, even if in reality, they were just thinking about what to eat for lunch. No more tuna casserole. This concept reveals a fundamental truth. Identity is social. We constantly looking into the mirror that society holds up to us, trying to figure out who we are. But here's the twist. These mirrors aren't always accurate. They're filtered through our insecurities, biases, and assumptions. It's like looking into a carnival mirror. Sometimes it's flattering and sometimes it's distorted, but either way, it influences how we see ourselves. Think about social media for a moment. It's like carrying a mirror with you 24/7, reflecting everyone's curated life back at us. If you're not careful, that reflection can warp your self-image. And here's where it gets really interesting. The looking glass self isn't just about perception, it's about assumption. You might assume someone sees you as an unconfident, and then you start acting nervously. That nervousness reinforces your beliefs, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. But the good news is the reversal is true also. If you believe others see you as capable and confident, you're more likely to project those qualities, and that belief can become your reality. So how do we break free from the trap of imagined judgment? Here are 3 strategies. Build self-awareness. The next time you catch yourself assuming that what someone else is thinking, pause. Ask yourself, is this fact or am I just projecting my own fears? 2, focus on constructive feedback. Seek out a trusted voice. Honest input from people who care about you can be a powerful reality check. And 3, be a positive mirror for others. Remember, you're part of someone else's looking glass self too. A kind word, a compliment, or even a smile can help someone else see themselves in a better light. And here's the most important takeaway. Your worth isn't determined by anyone else's opinion or your interpretation of it. True confidence comes from within. It's about knowing your value, no matter what the mirrors around you might say. The looking glass self is a reminder of the power of perception, but also of the power we have to rewrite the story. Yes, Others shape us, but we're also the architects of our own identity. Approach this process with honest attentiveness and compassion for yourself and for those around you. Thanks for joining me today on Perspective Shelf. If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who could use a fresh perspective. And remember, the next time you look into the mirror of others' opinions, don't forget to see the strengths, potentials, and the beauty within yourself. Until next time, this is Leroy Glover signing off with a simple truth. The way you see yourself can change everything.